Hi, and welcome to the 5th grade curriculum preview for the 5th 6 weeks. This 6 weeks you have 3 units: movement and change, immigration, and globalization. So in movement and change, we're going to be looking at the Transcontinental Railroad and the War in the West, farmers and cowboys. So here are some of the guiding questions. So we're really looking at the settlers, the Homestead Act, how the settlers impacted the American Indians in the Great Plains, and how changes in transportation, communication, and agriculture changed the way of American life in the 19th century. So really, as transportation became more quick and mechanization made farm labor less people intensive, people were able to move to the city to buy food rather than grow their own, and were able to work in factories. And so we're kind of looking at the beginning of what modern life started to look like in America. So here's our key vocabulary. Our key people and events. So again, we're going to be looking at the American Indians. You'll notice the terms American Indians and Native Americans both in materials. What they're going to see on the STAR test is American Indian. That is what the Indian people groups in this part of the country prefer, but that's not true across the whole country. So you have your primary source readers. Vocabulary has videos on Indian removal and migration. Vocabulary is available through the digital learning page. You just need to sign up for it. NBC Learn has these videos. My favorite thing about NBC Learn is they're quick, so they're going to be 3 to 5 minutes long usually. Here are some titles from Reading A to Z that help reinforce these concepts. And here's some videos from United Streaming. If you don't have a United Streaming account, check with your librarian or your digital learning specialist. Next, we're going to move on to immigration. So with the inventions that mechanized industry and the big businesses, we had to have a larger workforce. And so then we'll be looking at new Americans who came to the United States. So here are your guiding questions. Here's the biggie. What was the connection between industry and immigration? We had to have more people. So here's our vocabulary. Here are some of those people and events. So John Deere, the inventor of the tractor, was very instrumental in the mechanization of agriculture. And you can, the Wright brothers, of course, innovators with transportation. So we have our primary source readers. NBC Learn has tons and tons of topics that you can search by keyword, or you can also search them by the standards. Same thing with United Streaming. So vocabulary has a great video on the Industrial Revolution that might help your students understand some of these concepts, as well as one on migration. Here are some titles from Reading A to Z that you could use during literature circles or guided reading or a reading station for students to reinforce these concepts. So last, in globalization, we're going to be looking at our expansion overseas, the Panama Canal, World War I, women getting the vote, and the Great Migration. So here are some guiding questions. Um, so I don't know why I have the first one twice. I guess I thought it was really important. But the purchase of Alaska and Hawaii. Here's a vocabulary. So we're looking at expansion, conflict, civil rights, territories, isolationism, our key people and events. So here are some clips from NBC Learn. Vocabulary has a video on women's rights. United Streaming has some videos, some clips about Alaska and Hawaii, as well as a longer video about Susan B. Anthony. If you're not familiar with Mr. Bett's class, he's a great resource for U.S. history teachers. He's on YouTube, and this is a video. He makes parodies of contemporary songs and then puts historical words to them. So there's one about William Penn called Pennsylvania. That's a song from The Lion King. This is a women's suffrage video, and it's to the tune of Baby It's Cold Outside. And then Susan B. Anthony, Vote, Vote, Vote. This link is to Sung History, and it's a great little video. So we have those Reading A to Z titles, and your primary source readers. And then lastly, our strategy for the 6 weeks is illustrated notes. So students take a chunk of text and read it. And if it's on paper that they can write on, then they can underline, box words, draw pictures. It's really a strategy to get kids to slow down and really read what they are skimming, and to chunk and chew so that they're breaking the text into pieces and making meaning of it before they move on. This is a strategy my oldest daughter uses. She is a junior in high school, and she makes little pictures all over her notes that really help her remember what she's doing, and that's in physics and pre-cal and U.S. history and the other courses that she's taking. So this really is a life skill that I'd recommend sharing with your students. I want to remind you that I'm available if you need a thinking partner for planning, if you need assistance with the online textbook or with NBC Learn, or if you just need some resources. If you're stuck on a topic or would like some assistance planning a lesson, please let me know. I am available to you. You can email me at dawn.fielder@birdvilleschools.net, or my extension is 5680. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks.